Once upon a time, I'm not exactly sure of the date, it's been sort of lost in the mists. I came to storytelling group because I'm really interested in storytelling, and I think it's very important to do like the oral tradition of not just writing stuff down but telling and performing. He got out a stone and he put it in the pan, and so he watched the stone bubbling away, and the old man looked at him as if he was crazy, which it seemed like he was. "What are you doing?" "I," said the traveller, "am making stone soup." "Stone soup? You can't make soup out of a stone." "Watch me," said the traveller.
I like Blists because I got to experience a lot of different methods of storytelling, and it was fun to see reaction of other kids.
I think I have a plan. So, his youngest son went down to the library and studied up on dragons, and he found out that they always lie in the nests of jewels. And when they get up from the jewels, because they've been on them for so long, they always have jewels around everywhere on their body, except one place, on their heart. And so, because he knew he couldn't defeat it with a mortal blade, he went to the old woman to try and get a sword. And the woman opened the door and asked, "What do you want?"
It was great fun because there were some really good stories there.
Now one day, they just so happened to be there at exactly the same time, and he heard her singing, and he was touched. He'd never heard anything so beautiful. And because he'd just run out of one of his classes, he still had some paper and a pen in his pocket, and he wrote a little note asking what the song was and why she was sitting outside. He folded it into a paper plane and threw it across the fence. She, on the other side, then saw this paper plane falling from the sky, and it landed in her lap. With frail fingers, she opened it, read the letter, and smiled, and replied, and threw it back over the fence with dainty fingers.
I liked Bliss Hill because I liked telling stories to younger children who had never experienced us storytelling before, and I also liked their reactions to the different types of stories that we all told, and overall it was a really fun day and I'd love to do it again.
And as the girl grew older, she fell in love. And she fell in love with the boy next door. And this boy, he would come over every day to drop them off firewood, and they used to talk just before sundown, and it was so mushy. And one day the parents got together and decided to arrange their wedding, and the boy and the girl couldn't have been happier.
Storytelling is really fun, and mainly when we went to Blists, they were really good telling stories to mainly primary kids and stuff like that.
One day he was cutting down this tree, but it was a special tree, so it was belonging to a fairy, a beautiful one. The fairy said you can have 3 wishes for your wife and you. Oh, she said that was a waste of wish. I wish a sausage was on your nose, and certainly if a sausage was on his own. He tried to tug and pull it off, he couldn't do it. He doesn't like sausage anymore, especially on the nose.
So yeah, it's all been really fun and positive, and I'd love to carry on doing it. And it's something I'd be interested in maybe doing like more of, like as a small career possibly, I don't know. So yeah, it's all good.